Why, hello there everybody, welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters, hope you're all doing well, and we are talking about a little game called Star Wars Battlefront 3. And even though Star Wars Battlefront 3 has not been confirmed by EA or DICE, we are looking at the Twitterverse today because it looks like a developer from DICE is dying to tell us about the existence of Battlefront 3, according to his most recent tweet. Now, before we dive into this tweet, I know what you're thinking. You know, we've reported on tweets here at the Star Wars HQ before, and keep in mind that many of the tweets we have reported on in the past, such as the existence of droidicas in Battlefront 2, General Grievous, and so on, did indeed come true. So keep that in mind. And I would say that about 90% of the tweets that we have reported on in the past have indeed come true. So that's why I'm reporting on this today. And you know, when you see a developer from DICE post something like this that I'm going to show you here in just a second, you got to wonder, why are they even posting this on Twitter? So let's take a look at the tweet. So we're going to dive into the tweet, and it first starts off with this post from Ryan Goffett, who is a fan. He says, Star Wars HQ, did DICE just tease Battlefront 3? And he retweeted Peter Vesti's tweet of this person counting to the number 3. And if you don't know who Peter Vesti is, he worked on many of the maps in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and he still works at DICE. So for him to just tweet this out there, counting to the number 3, you know, it's very strange, and it's out of the blue. Now, if we dive into the thread that started this all, it all started off with Christian Johansson's Twitter post. And Christian Johansson is, of course, the reinforcement designer on Star Wars Battlefront 2. And he also helped with the weapon design of many of the weapons for Star Wars Battlefront 2 as well. And he works at DICE currently as well. So I'm assuming that CJ, Christian Johansson, and Peter Vesti are currently working on Battlefront 3. That's what I'm guessing now. Christian Johansson posted this. He said, free game drop on Epic next week. Hashtag Star Wars Battlefront 2. So next week, Star Wars Battlefront 2 will be free on the Epic Game Store. And then Peter Vesti responds, said, heard good things about this one. And then posted a gif of Han Solo giving a thumbs up. And then CJ responds, said, it's alright, I guess. And then Ryan chimed in and asked, Battlefront 3 is better, right? And then that's when Peter Vesti responded with his gif of this guy counting to the number 3. And again, usually you don't see developers come out and post this kind of stuff. But we pay attention to this stuff on Twitter because many times in the past it has come true. Such as when, you know, droidicas were posted, such as when General Grievous's cough was posted. I know it seems kind of silly to report on such simple tweets, but you got to read between the lines here and really ask yourself, why is Peter Vesti posting this? And then, of course, everyone replied to this image and started freaking out. You know, if you see all the replies here, they just start freaking out. Going, oh my god, what is happening? You know, like, is Battlefront 3 about to be revealed? And then someone did say it could be a tease or just him messing with us, LOL. And then Ryan did bring up a good point, said, would he do that knowing how much we want it though? You know, knowing how much we want Battlefront 3. And I would have to say at this point, I don't think Peter Vesti would post, you know, this dude counting up to the number 3, knowing how much we want a Star Wars Battlefront 3. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is a legitimate tease? Do you think I'm reading into it too much? And again, keep in mind that in the past, when we've reported on Twitter posts, you know, like the infamous General Grievous cough Twitter post, that it did indeed eventually come true. So keep that in mind. Then also keep in mind we report on the droidica and so on and so forth. So a lot of these Twitter posts and a lot of these teases from the developers, they usually come true. I would say about gosh, 90% of the time they have come true. Now, there's also another indication that we are going to get a Battlefront 3 announcement this year at EA Play, or some type of Star Wars game announcement. Because if we look at what Matt Martin had to say, and if you don't know who Matt Martin is, he is a part of the Lucasfilm Story group. So he puts in his Twitter that he is a Lucasfilm Story person, and he's a part of the Lucasfilm Story group. Now, if we look at this tweet right here from Darth Venderus, he asked, "How are you, Matt? I was wondering if I should be excited for the future of Star Wars games, considering EA closed the doors on Battlefront 2 back in April. Hope you can answer." And then Matt responded, said, "I haven't been this excited for the future of Star Wars gaming in a long time. That's about all I can say, unfortunately." So, I'm getting a sense that these people who are seeing everything behind the scenes, they're just dying to tell us, what's in development. I'm hoping that we get some big announcements at EA Play this year. Now, we could get an announcement earlier before EA Play because there is a upcoming earnings conference call from EA coming up on February 2nd, 2021. And sometimes they do reveal some big stuff on these conference calls. But honestly, I don't think the conference call is going to include any major reveals. I think they're going to wait until EA Play if they decide to reveal something as big as Star Wars Battlefront 3. I don't think they're just going to, randomly reveal that Star Wars Battlefront 3 is in development in a conference call. What do you all think? Let me know what you think in the comments. But again, to me, this Twitter post by Peter Vesti is telling us something. Again, you don't usually see developers just randomly post this stuff on Twitter because, number one, they would probably get in trouble, and, number two, they just don't do it usually. So, what do you all think? Do you think this is indeed a tease for Star Wars Battlefront 3? And if so, what do you want to see for Star Wars Battlefront 3? Post in the comments, and I will be sure to feature your comment in an upcoming video. So be sure to post in the comments and let me know what you want to see for Star Wars Battlefront 3, if indeed we are getting a Star Wars Battlefront 3. So we'll see what happens. But I thought it was a fun video to talk about. I really hope it happens. I hope that this year we get an announcement for Star Wars Battlefront 3 or some big Star Wars multiplayer game, because as you know, we're all aching and hurting for a Star Wars multiplayer game at this point. We do have Star Wars Squadrons, of course, but that's more specific towards people who enjoy flight combat games, which I certainly do. But it'd be really cool and awesome to see Star Wars Battlefront come back in a big way. So there's the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more videos right here at the Star Wars headquarters, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. But I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.
Wow.